Top right, playing as the Teal Protoss. It's from the bestest friends, the Red Bandit.
And the bottom left, also from the bestest friends, the best Starbow clan in existence, your green Zerg player, it's Franscar. Handsome devil.
Born in the UK, now decided to move to a little bit more free of a country. He's currently going to school in California.
Yep. Just the freedom was too enticing. Had enough of that European communist oppression. Came over to America, where we can't even hear other countries over our freedom. All right, ooh, we got a pool first here from Franscar. Going with the 9 pool, or it was 10 pool actually, I think. So might want to get a little bit aggressive.
I was gonna make a joke, but I can't.
Yep,
I can't follow up that joke
with anything.
No.
All right, sending out the drone scout now. It's Franscar wants to go find his opponent, so he knows where to send the Zerglings. And the Red Bandit looks like he's gonna go ahead, get that Nexus first, coming on down, and then try to get that full wall off, up, off. Who knows?
He's going to wall off.
Yeah, those are the words we're looking for. So 6 Zerglings. I can't talk tonight. I don't understand. I got out of practice because I wasn't casting last week. Last week was just playing big game hunters with everybody. Team
Man,
games.
that was pretty fun.
That was fun, dude. Big game hunters is a blast.
Yeah.
If you haven't played any Starbow yet, and you want to play some Starbow and try it out, you should get on and get a group of people together and do some big game hunters, free-for-alls, or 2v2v2, v2s, or anything like that. It is fun. It is a great time. And there, full wall off is up. So, totally OP Protoss walling mechanic. I'm gonna throw another pylon out front, actually. Make sure he doesn't tear down that gateway or something there. So here come the Zerglings. Cannon is gonna finish right away, though. So, really clever play from TRB. Doesn't let those Zerglings get any surface area, but they were never gonna cancel that gateway with that cannon finishing anyway. So, Franscar immediately getting his third over here in the bottom right corner. So,
Very distant third.
yeah, definitely we'll expect him to be going some sort of Ling Muta play because of him, with him taking that distant one. Likely not to see Hydralisk because of that. Hydralisk a little slow to reinforce distant bases. So,
unless he uses Nidus Worms, which I highly encourage every Zerg, please use more Nidus Worms.
Yeah, which very good later on in the game, but if you know, a big Protoss 2-base attack were to come, those Nidus Worms aren't going to be on the field yet for those, especially when those Hydralisks are slow to come out. So, but you never know. I am not that good at the game, so I could be totally wrong. And Franscar might not go for Mutas and might go Hydras anyway, just to spite me, make me look like an idiot. So.
I don't know. I don't play any Zerg matchups except ZVZ, and nobody goes past like 2 bases. Maybe.
Right, if you get to 2 bases, which is honestly just a good way to lose. Everybody knows that, you know, the more bases you build, the less Zerglings you have.
And making drones is a terrible idea as well.
Yep. All right, layer on the way. So it's the Stargate. TRB's probe gonna come on in here and see everything there is to see. See those drones working away at that gas. We do only have 1 gas for now, so if we're going to see Mutalisks, I would expect Franscar to get a 2nd gas here relatively soon, because if he is going to want to go that direction, he's not going to have enough gas for it. He's getting Zergling speed now, so maybe I'm totally wrong. Maybe we'll see roaches. That would actually be really cool. I would love to see that, because we never get to see enough roaches.
Yeah, there was a little skirmish from Lings and a Zealot, but both sides just kind of saying, you know what, let's back off.
No, here the Spire is coming down now, so I look smart for calling Mutas, but I look stupid for thinking he would get a 2nd gas apparently. So we do have Twilight Council going to be finishing up here relatively soon, and how many Corsairs do we have in the field right now? Just the first one. 2nd one's on the way. The Red Bandit has a pretty sizable worker lead over Franscar right now.
Mm-hmm.
Franscar adding on a few more drones though. So, gonna lose a couple of OVs here.
But he does scout the third, which is pretty big.
In the meantime, Franscar getting a slow Overlord scout off here in the Red Bandit's base. Not going to see a whole lot though. Can the Red Bandit see that he's there? Yeah, he can see it. So Franscar supply capped for just a moment, but did have plenty more Overlords queued up. So I'm going to start tearing down that pylon wall. Scourge are out though for Franscar. I'm going to see if he can't pick off a Corsair here or there.
But of course, TRB is Corsair control is very, very good.
Yeah.
So Franscar is going to have to definitely micro to his fullest potential to get anything done. And
takes that one out. Did just get that Overlord though before it died.
Yep.
So Scourge on the field here. So potentially, you know, have we even seen a Mutalisk? No, we haven't. So Franscar just getting those Scourge for the Corsairs, so wants to be able to drone in peace without losing all of his Overlords. And how many Corsairs are left? There are still 3 of them, but definitely no critical mass yet. They're all still in the main base right now. They're not able to move out with those Scourge out in the field. It does take a decent number of Corsairs to be able to be safe against Scourge. And he doesn't have +1 for his Corsairs either.
5th hatchery going down for Franscar, so
what is this?
We might just see something like 5-hatch Hydra. Very, very old school build.
Okay. So apparently I missed this going into the live version of the game, but Void Oscillator has now replaced the Stalker range upgrade. Or maybe it hasn't replaced it, it might just be a different one. Increases Stalker speed and gives it high ground vision. That must have just went into that small patch last week. So, Zergling's getting into the main. Gonna be able to see everything going on in here, see if they can't get a few probes. Gonna get one. That's it.
Just one probe.
But he has seen everything in the Red Bandit's base.
He did see the pretty high count of Stalkers.
Yep. So, Stalker, generally, unless there's a good number of lurkers on the field, gonna be a better choice than the Dragoon for PvZ until Ultras come out. In which case you want to make sure you have Dragoons, because really most other units are not very good against Ultralists. Besides maybe DTs. Alright, and here comes an attack. And only one Spine here and a couple of Hydras here. And you know, Franscar just doesn't really have units. His army supply is only 18 right now.
Is he just gonna once again sack this base?
Yeah, there's no way he's gonna be able to hold this. He's got to start getting some sort of units now. His Hydros Den has just now begun. You know, he went Spire and didn't use it for Mutas, only got Scourge. And now, I mean, he did clean up. Did he clean up all the Corsairs? There's only 3 left, so he got a good number of the Corsairs. I mean, that's good and all, but you need bases and units usually. He is getting that bottom right 4th, so just hoping to see if he can kill this force before it can cancel his 4th. But the Red Bandit's gonna go up and find it, and it'll just be interesting to see if he can manage to hold on here. Enough Hydras here though, and Zerglings. He's gonna be able to clean up this whole army. So the Red Bandit's gonna have to blink out of here. Not gonna be able to get the cancel off on the what is now the 3rd for Franscar.
Yeah, for a moment there, Stalkers did have the high ground advantage, but they just blink out.
Yep. But gonna meet up with a wave of reinforcements here for the Red Bandit. A lot more Stalkers coming in.
Reinforcements.
Yep, and there are no Zerglings left here. It's just Hydras. They will get cleaned up here. And Franscar goes ahead and cancels that hatchery. And does he have Burrow? That'd be nice if he did. No, he doesn't have Burrow. So these drones are likely not going to make it out of here with their lives. A little bit of a counterattack here, though. Got some Hydras coming into the 3rd here for the Red Bandit. Should be able to knock down these cannons, but there's a group of Stalkers here. So
at the cost of 5 Stalkers, he got 2 cannons for 3. Never mind.
Roughly 6 Hydralisks.
Yeah,
something like that.
Apparently, neither of us can talk today.
Yeah. So what you see here is basically Franscar. He expanded in disparate corners of the map, but was not going for a very speedy composition such as those Mutalisks like we were talking about before, how if you're going to expand like in that sort of pattern, you really want to make sure you have a fast army that can move about and defend. And, well, first of all, Franscar just didn't have an army when this attack came, and then had Hydralisks, which are not the quickest unit out there. So, huge army here still for the Red Bandit. One Spine Crawler going to try to defend. Franscar now coming in with the Hydras across the bridge here.
And once again, Stalkers get out, but at the same time, Franscar did keep his third alive and didn't really lose a whole lot.
Yeah, but he's
4 lurkers on the way.
Yeah, he's starting to slip pretty far behind here. It's down by 10 workers, and his army is much smaller than the Red Bandits. And the Red Bandit does have all the tech he needs right now. He's got his observers out. He's getting his upgrades. He's got. Does he have? Yeah, he's got Templar tech. He's gonna have really anything and everything that he needs. Franscar can pick off little groups of stalkers like that. That's good, but Blink OP. So there you go.
Only 4 stalkers lost this game.
That's pretty phenomenal. So
26 Hydralisks.
The lurkers do burrow. Get some nice shots off. The observers are not in position for this right now. And while stalkers do okay against lurkers, they're not nearly as good against lurkers as dragoons are. So,
Definitely.
But let's see. Look at our upgrades here. Does not have dragoon range, so he doesn't really want to switch into dragoons without that dragoon range. Dragoons without range are not very good against lurkers either. Maybe even worse than stalkers.
Uh-oh. Hydras getting caught.
Oh no. It's gonna suffer terrible damage, as Dustin Browder would say. Terrible, terrible damage. Gonna see if he can't set the trap here with the lurkers. Ooh, very nice. They blink right on top of the lurkers. The observers are here, but now a really nice surround here for these stalkers.
Uh-oh. This is not good for Franscar.
Yeah.
Over double the supply.
Gonna be able to get into the third here. It's got that phase shield going on the observers.
There's just nothing here for Franscar. And Blink Micro is really good. We might just see a GG.
Yeah. The Red Bandit's going to get his third hatchery of the game here. But Franscar does have another hatchery coming up at the mineral only. So, not exactly out of it, but, well, the Red Bandit has triple the supply right now. So, and he's going to be getting his fourth. I would say the Red Bandit is in a strong position? Commanding position, perhaps?
I would say that's a bit of an understatement.
Yeah.
Oh man. Poor Franscar. Fortunately these lurkers are, you know, there's just nothing.
Yeah.
Franscar, we might see GG in just a second.
Yeah.
Although Franscar has been getting really nice positioning on his lurkers, but you know, when you're...
He wants to keep this a little bit more spread out, I think. Just because they are getting concaved pretty bad. Oh, they were unburrowed there. And there's the observer again.
And this is it.
Yeah, I'm just going to roll the army here. Nothing left army-wise here for Franscar, and there's the GG.
GG.
The Red Bandit takes game number 1.